Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to do a intuitive flower reading. So if you have not seen these before, I infuse the question into the flower and then I read the energy of the flower intuitively. So it's just channeled information. And I figured we would do this reading outside, which I usually do every year when the weather gets really nice, which it's a beautiful day today. So yeah, hopefully you can hear the birds and it can be kind of relaxing as well. So we have our 3 selections here. Before we start, let's just set the intention that this reading will be for whoever it's for. If you do feel drawn to the reading, if you feel guided to this message in any kind of way, then it could be for you. So just listen to your intuition, and we're going to be taking a look at who would like to communicate with you and what would they like to say. So this is a love reading, so we have the intention for this to be about love. So who in love would like to communicate with you and reach out to you? And what do they want to say and why? So let's get into the selections. Hopefully it will not be too breezy or windy. I don't know if it's going to disturb the audio, but hopefully not. Group number 1 is going to be this flower here, which actually I just picked from outside. Group number 1. Group number 2, you're going to be this flower here. And group number 3, you are going to be this flower here. Okay, so choose intuitively. Who is it that would like to communicate with you? And what would they like to say in love? So take your time. The timestamps are going to be down below in the description box. And you can pause the video if you need more time. I am taking a bit of a pause from private readings this month in the month of May. I do still offer emergency readings, so I have the information down below for that if you're in need of that. You can email me, but yeah, for the month of May, I will probably be taking the entire month off, but maybe half of it we'll have to see. So I will jump into group number 1 whenever you're ready. Hello, group number 1. If you chose this white flower here, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. So who is it that would like to communicate with you, reach out to you in love, and what is it that they would like to say? So why would they like to reach out to you and communicate with you? So Spirit, tune me into anybody who chose group number 1, this white flower. So who would like to communicate with you, group number 1, in love? I'm hearing hot and cold. So this could be somebody who has acted, very hot and cold with you. This is definitely somebody who feels an attraction to you, though. They feel a physical attraction to you. And for some of you, this might be someone that has either kept their distance because you don't know them very well, or they just feel like they've kept their distance because they have been, it could be nervous, it could be just that they don't know what they want entirely, but it definitely feels like someone who has been very back and forth with you, or who has given you mixed signals in some kind of way. And I feel like this person may have a big crowd around them. That could be how you know them, or they just have many friends. Maybe they're very well known, or they just, again, they're popular, or people like them. And I feel like this person they do come across as someone who is good with their words. So maybe it depends on your situation. For some, they could be a little bit of like a smooth talker. They could be someone who is very charming, it feels like, and they are coming up as the person who wants to communicate with you or reach out to you. For someone, you may have dated them only briefly. This may have even been, again, this won't be for everyone, but you may have been on like only one date with this person, or maybe 1 or 2 dates or something. And this person would like to reach back out to you to see like how you can further that, what you had previously. I am definitely getting that scenario. I'm hearing James for somebody. I am definitely getting that scenario for somebody that they feel like maybe you went on a few dates or you kind of were hanging out, but then maybe they didn't know what they wanted, or maybe you didn't, and they want to kind of like pick back up where you left off, or they want to see where things go. I'm getting something here about cider, possibly going to some winery, or maybe they drink, wine or cider, or you could meet up somewhere like that, or you went on a date in that kind of environment. That's for somebody. But let's see, who wants to communicate with you, pile number 1, in love? For someone, they could be I'm hearing the word miserable. They could be miserable in a situation, or they could just be, either they're miserable in like a relationship, if that's the case, you would know about that, or they're miserable in maybe where they live or their work situation or something, to where they just don't feel very happy with where they are. And I feel like you offer this like almost a bit of a temptation. It's not clear to me what your kind of history or relationship is with this person, other than the group of you where it could be just a few dates or something. But it feels like this person is wanting to kind of see where things go with you. I don't know if they have a lot of clear intention on what they want moving forward. Still, it might just be someone who wants to just, see where things go, or they want to, I'm going to ask here in a minute why they want to reach out to you, but some of it has come up already a little bit. I feel like this person is, for some, they could have been kind of dating multiple people, or they could have been in a space, or maybe they still are, where they have been kind of like hopping around a bit, or they haven't known entirely, like, again, what they want, it feels like. Let me actually just ask here, why do they want to communicate with you? And then I'll kind of go back around. Why does this person want to communicate with group number 1, Spirit? I'm hearing, I can't get you off my mind. So because they've been thinking a lot about you. Okay, so again, for some of you, they've been thinking about your dates. And they feel like maybe there was just something about you which was very attractive, and they can't seem to get you off their mind. And I feel for some, you could have actually changed this person, or you said something, or just the way that your interaction went with each other, you offered something different than what they have been accustomed to in the past, or like the people that they date. So there may have been something which really stood out about you. Something stood out about you. And I'm hearing for some that they saw you as very nice. I'm hearing very kind. Maybe you're a very kind-hearted person, and there was something about you which just kind of like drew this person in, and they feel like they haven't been able to stop thinking about you because of that. So that's why they want to reach out. And again, I definitely can see for some of you, this is someone that you don't really know very well, okay, for some of you. And they really want to get to know you more. And that's why they want to reach out as well. And I just keep it in the sense too, though, that it would be a little bit outside of their comfort zone. So maybe like being in a relationship, or dating you, or something about your connection. So it's a little bit of like, I feel like this person could be a little bit stubborn at times, or they may be in their ego to where they don't want to be the one to make the first move, or maybe they want people to come to them. Something like that, to where this person, they definitely, I'm hearing, keeping things tight-lipped. Like they may not want to show too much of this, or they hadn't maybe shown you maybe a whole lot of interest, or maybe they just weren't giving you just like the idea of where this was going to go. So I feel like this person would like to, it's almost like they're doing so in kind of a secretive or mysterious way. Like for some of you, this person may reach out to you with like a different, maybe they could just ask you how you've been, or maybe it's a friendship kind of thing. But their intention behind that is to get to know you more, because they have a hard time just saying up front that like, I find you very attractive, or even if they have said that, it's something to where they don't want to like push it too far, because I feel like they have this tendency to be kind of prideful with that. And so I feel like this person is having this secret desire for you, which they've needed to let that out by communicating with you, okay? And for one group of you who this person is unhappy in maybe a relationship, if you know about that, that also may be the kind of motivation for them, is to see what could develop with you, because they're not happy with where they are. And again, there's something about you which feels like they can't stop thinking about you. I keep hearing they can't stop thinking about something about you. And so it's naturally, on their mind to want to reach out to you, because it feels like they may have tried to brush this off, or they may have tried to push it down, but it's not going anywhere. And they do feel this, they do feel this attraction. For somebody, you may not know this at all, or maybe they hadn't shared, again, that they did have feelings for you, or that they do have this deep attraction for you. You may not even know that for a few of you. Yeah, they're showing me hot and cold again. So why does this person want to reach out? Group number 1. For another group of you, or this could be the same group, I'm hearing for some, they may want to reach out to set their record straight. I don't know what they want to set the record straight about, but I'm hearing that. It could be in relation to maybe the hot and cold behavior. Maybe you didn't know that they were interested, or they kind of showed you mixed signals. And I feel like they want to reestablish some form of communication where there can be more of like them showing you that they're interested, even if they do hold back, or even if they don't want to admit it. I'm getting a text message here, so that could be the way that they want to communicate with you, is through a text message initially, or you may receive a text message from them. And something here about the eyes. They may really like your eyes. They could have held a lot of eye contact with you. They may be very drawn to your eyes. Yeah, but it keeps coming up here, and that could be how you will know who they are, because it seems like they want to avoid, every time I pick up on their emotions, it's almost like they try to hide. They try to run and hide, but not in a way to where they, it's kind of like in a way to where this person, for some reason, maybe feels embarrassed about how much they like you, or maybe it's just that they don't, again, they're not used to feeling something emotional, or maybe they've been used to being a player. It's going to resonate differently for this group here, but there's something like that, to where they almost feel a bit like they don't want to fully admit this, but yet they do. For someone, I'm seeing you run into them somewhere. So you may run into this person at the grocery store or something. I don't know if they're planning that, if they're kind of secretly orchestrating that, or if it's something that's going to be purely coincidental. But for some of you, that could be how you either met, or how you will run into them. Maybe that's, I don't know, going to initiate the conversation or something for somebody. I'm seeing somebody could be a teacher here. Something about a track. Somebody could walk on a track, or track and field maybe, or something about exercise. They could be very fit, or they could just be maybe on some kind of sports team for somebody. How would you know who this is, group number 1? How would you know who they are, who wants to communicate with you in love? I'm seeing something about a foreign language. I'm seeing the alphabet, and I heard something about foreign language. So maybe they do speak a foreign language, or maybe they're learning English if that's the case, or they're learning whatever language you're from, or maybe they are a teacher of maybe English as a second language, for example. Something about that. I'm hearing sweaty palms. So this person may get sweaty palms around you. Maybe you know that if you held their hand or something, or maybe you just need to know that they feel a bit nervous around you. There's definitely this crush feeling, even if you do know them. There's something here which feels like it's a crush, or it's something which feels like it does bring about these, again, emotions and stuff. They're showing me that big group of people again. So maybe like a party of some sort. You could have met them there, or you may know them through a group of people. I'm hearing some kind of African language. Okay, I don't know what it is, but that could be for somebody. I was something about language. They could speak some African language. I don't know which one. Or you could, I guess. How would you know who this is, group number 1? Not all of these details will resonate. Well, I don't know why this would be how you know who it is, but they're showing me something to where they view you as somebody who prioritizes your self-care. I don't know if you've spoke about that or something about a bubble bath, but it looks like they're viewing you that way. So maybe they view you as someone who's like taking to themselves right now, or you are like just focusing on your life, or maybe you're taking a time away from this person, something to where you're focusing a lot on your own self-care. And that's somehow how you would know, I guess, who this is. I'm hearing Libra. Okay, any final message about how they'll communicate, when, maybe, if that does come up, when and how will this person communicate with you, group number 1? Yeah, for somebody, I keep getting this like public, like you may run into them somewhere. Public meeting spot. I don't know if you agree to meet there, or if like a friend of a friend, or you meet there with a friend. Something to where maybe for some of you it's going to be in a public space, possibly by coincidence. It feels like this is kind of dependent on this person's ability to let go of whatever this pride is or fear. So it's kind of like it's on the tip of their tongue, but they could be holding back until they feel more like courageous, I guess, or until they feel like they can step forward to you. So maybe dependent, the timing of it will be dependent on that. Kind of unknown here. But yeah, I'm getting something about the text message again, possibly through social media. They may message you there. I'm getting like they're showing me possibly like weeks. So it could be weeks, or it could be some kind of gap here between when you either last spoke and when you will speak, or when you went on that date, if that's the case for you. Something to where there is a gap, and it kind of looked like weeks to me. But that won't be, in stone, or that won't be for everyone either. And they also could speak to you through a friend or through somebody else, especially if you're part of that circle of friends or something, or if you go out and there's somebody else there, they could use somebody else to communicate with you, possibly. I'm also getting a sports event for some reason, so they could invite you there, or you may go there again with friends, or they could be there. And lastly, I'm getting that this is some kind of divinely guided connection. They're showing me with the white flower, and I'm hearing it's like spiritually guided. So this is going to be very much up to divine timing, it feels like, and up to the universe. But there is some kind of special feeling of the two of you, or like either the reason that you met was divinely placed, or the reason that you will speak again is very much up to the divine. But it's something which is like right now it's very active in terms of the thoughts of you, and maybe that's how you feel too, possibly, if that is how you feel. I don't know how you feel about this person, if you know who they are, but yeah. Okay, any names that we can close this up with? Any names that may come up here, Spirit? And again, these will not be for everyone. If the name of your person or you isn't here, then that's okay. Any possible names as to you or them? Brittany, Alexander, Hope, something with Bruno, Brune. There's an O name, Oscar maybe, or some O name. Heather, also other H names. Cyrus. Bob. Those H names keeps coming up. Jack, Jimmy. Fiona. Robert. Something with the S name. It's kind of a unique name. It's a unique male name starting with an S, SP, or SL, something like that. Tony. A P name here, a male name with a P. They're not showing me the exact name, so this could be very unique names maybe. But something that almost sounds like peacock, but a variation of that, of a male name. Garrett. Stuart. And Glenn. Okay, so I will leave it here, group number 1. I hope that this was helpful and that this resonated with you. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you recognize who this might be, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this flower here, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. So who would like to communicate with you or reach out to you in love, and why? So we're going to be channeling just the basic information, and then I will take a look at how you may know who they are, and then at the end I will channel some specific names. So let's see, group number 2, Spirit, tune me into anybody who is here, who has chosen group number 2. Who would like to communicate with them or reach out to them, please, in love, for the viewers? Who would like to reach out to them and communicate with them, and why? So this feels like someone that possibly for some of you, not all of these details will be exact, but you may have not spoken to this person for a very long time. Or this person, that is the case for some of you, or they could just be very, like they've kept something here for a long time from you, or they've kept their communication about their feelings or something here that they feel like they're almost a bit stuck or stifled. The number 4 is coming up here, so it could be 4 months, 4 years even, but they also feel very, a bit restrictive, I feel, this person who wants to communicate with you. And this person kind of goes through peaks and valleys, I'm hearing. Sometimes they feel this strong urge to reach out, and then sometimes they don't. Or maybe that's how the connection is between the two of you. But there's something about this like up and down roller coaster feeling. And that seems to be, this person does kind of hide a lot of maybe like bad habits that they have. And it feels like they have really stuffed this away. So this person feels like someone who really has suppressed a lot of emotions for you. And this is someone who feels like I'm hearing they see you as an angel. So that could resonate with some of you. They could have called you an angel maybe, or they, for some reason they view you as someone who is like this ethereal angel, and they can't attain you, or you're kind of like floating here and they can't really get you. So this definitely feels like the person who wants to communicate is maybe quite opposite from you. They could have a lot of differences of lifestyle than you, or that you could kind of see that this person is a bit different than you. I'm hearing complex. They could be complex. For some, this could also be complex. Is that what it's called? Complex PTSD? I think that's what it's called. Something about the word complex is important here. But this person is somebody who, again, it's almost like the way they're showing it is they could be going about their day. Maybe I'm being shown the beach, so maybe somebody does live near the beach, but they could go to the beach or go to, a restaurant at the beach with somebody, and suddenly something reminds them of you, or suddenly they think of you, but maybe for the week or so prior, or maybe longer, they didn't think of you. That's kind of how it's coming through, honestly. So they may go through these like waves of when they think of you and when they don't. And so then they could have this urge to reach out to you at that moment because you pop up in their mind. This definitely feels like someone who has been very good at masking, again, how they feel. They become very good at not showing their emotions. So it wouldn't be surprising to me if this is someone who keeps this very low, like they don't say this very often about you, maybe. Again, for most of you, this is probably someone you have not communicated with for some time. Maybe it could also be like a breakup, for example. Oops, this is about to fly off. Something like that, to where it's like maybe there's something to where they are not open or vulnerable about their emotions for you. And that's who is coming up as the person who wants to communicate with you. Yeah, I'm hearing Leo. They could have Leo in their chart. Something about this angel I keep hearing. I'm not really sure what this is going to mean for you, so take it how it's going to fit, but they're showing me like an angel here and a devil over here. And there's something about maybe them having to listen to their heart and not their fear, but they also could view you as this angel, and maybe they identify themselves with the devil. I don't know. I'm not saying that they, worship the devil, but I'm just saying that they could feel that they are a bit lower than you, or that they have things in their life that you don't struggle with. And so that could be why they go in like waves when it comes to you. It could be that this person does also want to communicate with you while they're drinking or while they're on some kind of substance, just for somebody. This person who wants to communicate with you, this person does feel like you have access to their heart. You have this like energy about you to where you're able to open their heart. And I think that could go together with like the angel reference. They view you as somebody who's very soft, especially if you are a woman. But even if not, it's just something to where they feel this level of softness from you and of the heart. And this is very alluring to them. But again, it's almost like maybe you wouldn't want to hear from them, for a few of you, where they think that, or they have just put it so far kind of in the background that it doesn't feel like they would be willing, at least most of the time, to maybe put themselves out there or to take that risk. I'm hearing it doesn't add up, and I'm seeing somebody do like an equation. So this person could be kind of more on the logical side. They could be somebody who is trying to think of like it's like instead of just following their heart and maybe communicating with you when they feel like it, instead they may be thinking of like, where would that go, or what would they say back, or would they respond, or would this be reasonable because of our lifestyles? It's something to where they're putting too much logic into this. And so I think that because of that, they've created this sort of shield around them where they have stuffed it down to where that's why it comes up like that at maybe random moments, because they have learned to kind of live with it, or learn to not follow what they feel at that moment. So yeah, I feel like this person does struggle a lot, and To be honest, I am getting this person to be very clouded at the moment. They have a lot of energies attached to them. This could be other people, this could be negative energies, entities, whatever this could be, but it does feel like they are a bit lost, and so they do want to feel your presence again, and that's why they want to communicate with you. Let me see, why do they want to communicate with you, group number 2? Why? For some of you, you could have Pisces in your chart. Not for all of you. You also may have this very, maybe free-spirited kind of energy, or you're very ethereal to this person. And so why they want to communicate with you is because, honestly, it's because they don't think they can have you, is what's coming up for some reason. They may want to have something that they can't have, or they think that they can't have it, even if you would be interested, or if you would, respond to them, or whatever the case is. It's something to where they feel I do want to say too, they have a very high physical attraction to you, and so some of the motivation behind them wanting to reach out to you is fueled by that. If you've had a very intimate connection or physical connection in the past, and it's been a long time maybe since you've been together in that way, that is also what they think about a lot. And so when they think of contacting you, it's because they feel kind of frustrated in that department with you. But that could just be a part of it, or that could be for those of you that resonate with that. It wasn't that windy when I started, but now it got really windy, so let me just make sure this doesn't fly away. Okay. Why does this person want to contact you, group number 2? Why? I'm hearing, I was going to go into names at the end, but they're telling me now the name Trish or Trisha, and also Tyler, something with T names. Why do they want to contact you? Because, again, they are becoming very annoyed with themselves at this point to why they can't just say something to you. I would be surprised if you chose this and if you resonate, if you are in like constant communication. Most of you are not, or you haven't been speaking for a while. And so it's almost like the accumulation of that has gotten to the point where like they have to do something to break this down. I'm also getting that the reason why is because they don't feel, it's kind of coming up like they don't feel complete without you, or that there's something about you which is like a missing component for them, where I just keep getting this vision of this person like kind of dragging their feet sort of in their day-to-day, and something about you brings like a spark or brings this passion, and I feel like they feel that they've been missing you pretty much. If this is, if you haven't spoken in a while and you know who this is, they just simply really miss you. And I think that they miss, it's kind of tricky for this one because I think that they miss you genuinely, but they also may miss what you provided for them too, like in terms of energy, in terms of maybe helping them to come out of something, or helping their lower energies, something like that. And yeah, they do think a lot about, I'm hearing kissing you. They do think a lot about the physical connection that you either had, or that maybe they just feel like they could have that with you, or that they wish they would have had that with you. There's Cancer energy here. I'm hearing that phrase, pay the piper, again, and I believe this came up in a flower reading that I did, I don't know, probably like a month or two ago. And so if any of you watched that reading where I was mentioning about pay the piper, this could be like a continuation of that same person for some of you, if you remember that reading. So this person could be needing to really, I'd feel like they're kind of moving through like a more difficult time. They're showing me one of the dwarfs from Snow White. I have no idea why. I think his name was Bashful. So this person could be kind of bashful. They're showing me like their cheeks being red. So they may be kind of embarrassed, even if they don't show this or they don't want to maybe communicate about this, but it's something to where this person feels maybe ashamed or embarrassed, or they feel either because they want to talk to you or something in their life. And this person feels a bit all over the place. Like they're showing me a race car driving really quickly and then backwards. And then it's like they may have this spontaneous side to them, or they may think about you again spontaneously. And it's like they maybe are not fully grounded though in what they do, and that maybe they feel embarrassed about that, or they would feel embarrassed, you know. I don't know why that would be. Depends on your circumstance. Maybe they have a reason to feel embarrassed if they were to express their desire for you, or they just have some issues around that. But how would you know who this is, group number 2? You would know who they are because they have been struggling financially, or maybe when you knew them, they were struggling financially. They also may have a lot of people that are like karmically attached to them. This could be family members. It could be people who they like maybe haven't been able to get away from. So for some of you, that could be a big family, or it could be a certain environment, work maybe, but they feel not good about the fact that they haven't been able to get away from these people. And you would know that because you maybe observe this person in that kind of space where they're not as free kind of as you maybe. Yeah, again, they keep pointing to their career, something about them trying to make it in their career, or trying to build their finances. So they may have told you that they're very focused on that. That could be how you know who they are as well. Yeah, and they could be, because I feel like a lot of you see right through this person, so you may be aware that they have some insecurities, and they may try to mask it or hide it with their behavior or their actions, but you're able to see that they actually are insecure and that they have things that they need to kind of work on personally. And again, I think that this person, that's a big factor in why they feel like they want to reach out to you, is because of something about your energy. And I also feel like they may want to reach out to you because they feel like you're very lucky. Something with the yellow here too. They feel like you're very lucky. And again, I kind of want to say for this reading, it's like half about them missing you, and the other half is... Sorry, I had to pause for a second. I had a coughing fit. The other half of it is that they feel like they need something from you, or they just enjoy being in your presence. So it's not like fully that they're taking from you, but that is part of why they would want to communicate with you. I'm also hearing, I feel bad for how I treated you. So that's another reason too. They feel badly about how they treated you. And it's like this person hasn't been able to shake you off or forget about you. Excuse me, my throat got all messed up. It's like they've been putting you kind of in their pocket in a way to take you with them everywhere. And it's like a kind of a burden for them that they can't seem to shake this. And lastly, too, for this part, they do feel that they actually could be kind of embarrassed about something that they got involved in. So they feel like they dug themselves a hole, and that maybe you were right about something. And they just feel like they wish they could go back in time. If they could, they would go back in time. I'm hearing, you're so mysterious. This person seems to view you as this like mysterious, I keep getting like Neptune or Pisces energy, so they could view you in that light. And that's very or alluring to this person. Okay, let's see if I can channel any names. This could be your name or their name. If your or their name does not show up here, that's okay. It doesn't mean that it's not for you. Penelope, Iris, Diane, Belinda, Eric and Erica, Savannah, I'm hearing Tiger, so I know Tiger Woods. I don't know if anyone else has that name, but Tiger, I guess that could be a sign for somebody too. Barry, definitely B names are coming through. Sheila, Cheyenne, somebody here could have a name that is like a month name. I'm hearing October. I'm not sure if that's a name, but October, August, June, what other names like that. I'm hearing Softy, so I don't know if that could be a nickname. Bridget, Bethany, definitely B names, a lot of them. Hope, that came up in PAL 1 too. William, Jessica, Carissa or Clarissa, and that's it. So I hope that this reading was helpful for you, group number 2. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know if you know who this might be, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this flower here, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. So who would like to communicate with you and reach out to you in love, and why? So we're going to take a look and see who it is, how you may know who this is, and then I will channel a few names at the end of the reading as well. Okay, so they just showed me here somebody kind of like restless with their foot, you know, like bouncing their foot up and down, or their leg. So this could be somebody who feels very antsy. Maybe they feel, even for some, there could be this sensation of like wanting to communicate with you very badly, or feeling this anticipation about you right now. Let me see, group number 3, that just came in suddenly. Who would like to communicate with you in love, group number 3? Yeah, this is somebody who feels very passionate about you. There's a lot of attraction here. This is someone who feels like maybe this is going to resonate differently, but for one group of you, this might be someone that you either recently met, or you have been in contact with them, or maybe you've even seen them recently for some of you. And they feel this like overwhelming sense of like, when is the next time I'm going to see you? And they feel, again, very passionate about you. And I feel like this person is, I'm hearing, ready to speak up. So it could also be, if that doesn't resonate with that part, they could just be in general like ready to speak up. They could be ready to finally say something to you. And that's why this reading is coming up here, is because they're becoming very restless, since they need to do something about it at this point. And it seems like a lot of I'll go into that a little bit later, but it's coming up already, like why they want to communicate with you is definitely because of some feeling of like this passion or this like feeling that's come over them of wanting to either experience that again or to just see what could happen here with you. This person could work in an office. For some of you, could work in the same office. You could work together. Or they could just be very focused on work. They could be someone who seems very driven. They could be a fire sign maybe. They could just have fire in their chart. They do seem to be very active, like very active and ambitious maybe, or just they have a lot of energy. And I feel like this person... Again, they've been kind of like observing you somewhere. They've been observing you from afar, and they would like to say something now, or they would like to say more than they have already. And it's like this person has had a thing for you for a very long time. So I don't know what that is, if it's like a crush at work, or if it's somebody that has just always had this passion for you that they seem to maybe... I'm not sure where you stand right now. Either they haven't told you this at all, or it's something that has been, maybe you do have a connection with this person already, but I feel like this person has been a bit confused, or there's been some issue here. For a few of you watching, again, not for everybody, this may just be someone that you had like some kind of argument with recently, or you may have had a breakup, or you just don't know where the two of you stand. And this would be the person who wants to communicate with you because they want to not lose you, like they want to clarify something with you. And it feels like there's been some period here of separation or no contact, though, for a lot of you, where it's felt like very difficult to be away from you, or difficult to not be in communication with you. And I'm hearing, will you open the door for me, or will you open the door? Again, this person's a little... Their energy is very heightened right now, so it's kind of a little bit all over the place, but they feel like they're wondering if you would either take them back, or if you would, sorry, there's this wasp here, if you would take them back, or if you would open the door for them to hear them out, or something like that. And I'm hearing, I choose you. Yeah, this person is very fueled by, like, they're very passionate right now. They seem to be very certain and very passionate about you at this moment. I don't know if you pushed them away, or if you again had a breakup, or maybe someone who just took their distance from you. And it's like they've gained a perspective now on you, which they didn't have before. This wasp is very persistent. And I feel like that could be them too. You know, they're like this wasp. They're very persistent about you right now. They want this flower. And I feel like they really feel, I just keep getting the sense of like them wanting to knock on your door, wanting to do something extravagant, wanting to drive to where you are, wanting to really like make some kind of action towards you right now. I'm not sure what this means, but I'm hearing, can we bend the rules? Okay, so I don't know what that's going to mean for you. Yeah, there's like a lot of action for this pile. There's like tons of wasps suddenly, and bugs, and it just feels like everything got really taken up a notch. So this is definitely a very active person or active pile. Okay, so either because you already have something established, or whoever this is that wants to contact you is just full of energy right now. And for someone specific, they could be flying in from somewhere. I'm seeing someone getting their suitcase at the airport. So maybe if this is distance involved, they may want to travel towards you. I'm going to ask in a second why they want to contact you. But Basically, the bottom line of it is that they want something to work, or they want there to be some kind of steadiness here that maybe wasn't there before, or they want to clear something up. And for some of you, I keep getting this weird feeling of like maybe there's obstacles. I'm hearing like the voice of reason. Maybe there's something that would require the two of you to work on things, and there's an obstacle in the way. And it feels like this person wants to do whatever they can to like eliminate that obstacle, or to show you that they're serious, or something to where they really want there to be, it's like they want there to be a chance with you. Basically, they don't want this passion that they feel for you to go to waste, or to like not be there or something. And this feels like they're showing me a chair, and I'm hearing somebody new. So for a few of you, could be somebody new. And if not somebody new, it's like the next chapter, kind of with this suitcase reference to maybe they feel like the next chapter of their life, they want it to involve you. And this person is doing some kind of renovation of their life, or they're getting things in order so that they can be more expressive about their feelings towards you, so that they can come towards you. Let me see now, why does this person want to communicate with you, group number 3? Why do they want to communicate with you? I'm hearing the word cozy. This person could feel some type of like coziness or comfortability with you, and they want to communicate with you because they want more of that. They want more of your energy, especially because you have something here that would be very special, or it already is very special. And again, this energy feels like it's flying really quickly, almost the way these little flowers, they have this little highlight at the top, and that's kind of how I'm being shown this. It's very like excited feeling. So it's, again, a little bit harder to ground with this pile because there's some kind of like anticipation here. So take that how that will fit for your situation, but why they want to contact you has a lot to do with an excitement about where you are, where you could be, what you are to them. And for some, there could be distance, and they want you to be closer. They want to be closer to you. They really feel like they want to just, I don't know, be close to you. They want to make something work here. I'm hearing unfinished business. So for some of you, there could be unfinished business here. And that is kind of how it feels too. I can't explain it, but there's something with the tip of the flower here. Maybe there's like an unfinished element to this connection. And either because, again, you had an unfinished like connection in terms of something where you had a breakup, or others of you could even be something where you met and then maybe you didn't find each other again, or you lost touch, and they feel that they want to do what they can to like finish that story with you. I am hearing for some this would be quite soon, so they may be reaching out to you very soon. That could also be why it feels this way, because you could hear from this person very soon. And I'm being shown like the sun coming up from the horizon. So it's like it's time to speak now. It's time for the sun to come out. Maybe it's been dim. Maybe the moon's been out and there's been this unknown element. But now it's like this person wants to bring forth some kind of action. So this may be something to where you've been kind of in the dark, or you've been a bit like an unknown with this person. Maybe for some of you, I can see it being a few different scenarios. Maybe it's a new person and you didn't know where you stood. Maybe it's a separation. Maybe it's the fact that you and a person that you've been involved with recently, neither of you maybe, or one of you hasn't known where it's going. And there's this kind of like realization of where I really want to take this. This is where I want to be. They're showing me like something stopping over here and then starting over here. So kind of like with the sun reference. I'm not sure if maybe one chapter of their life is ending or your life in order to start this chapter with the two of you. And that could be that excited feeling of maybe like, now is the time we can finally do this, or I finally ended something and now I can be with you. This person's also very emotional. I'm hearing I'm all choked up, and they're almost giving me a sense of like, again, almost like a relieving feeling when they do finally say something, or like a relieving feeling when they do come towards you. It's something like that, to where, like, I'll just give like an example of maybe somebody who's been, either they've been feeling sorry about something that happened with you, and then they make a plan to come see you, or you have like a brief conversation and then they make a plan to come see you, and then when they see you it's very emotional because they've been holding back all of their regrets. That's kind of how it feels to me. So that could be the situation for some of you, where it's almost like getting very difficult for them to hold back what they really feel, and you may even find that like when you do, because this feels like for this pile there is definitely something on the horizon. It's going to kind of feel like that, like relieving or very emotional when you do finally hear from them, or yeah. And I keep getting this like reset feeling. This person may have even gone through like a reset, or other people in their life are no longer like resonant or no longer there, or that could be on your side. And that's the reference of like starting or ending something and then starting here. How would you know who this is, group number 3? How would you know who this is? I'm seeing a snake, so that could mean something for you. I'm here in California. Not all these details will resonate. Something here, someone could be in the music industry or art. You and them are both very spiritual, or you have like a mission here. There's something to where you're both very tapped into spirit. Yeah, I'm seeing hotels. So somebody here definitely could be traveling for sure. How you would know who they are too is that they may have cleaned up their life. Maybe they had, I am seeing gambling for somebody. That might just be very specific, but they could have had either like a gambling addiction or just lifestyles which were, at the time that you either knew them or recently, they may have kind of cleaned up their life. And there could be a child involved here for one or both of you, or together. This feels, they're showing me a card from a deck that says so close yet so far. And it's like they're showing the hands reaching out to each other, but like you're so far, but yet you're so close. So yeah, maybe it's distance, but yet you are still connected, or it's something to where, again, you wish to be together, but you haven't been able to. Something like that. I'm hearing the song Bad Liar by Imagine Dragons. So those lyrics could mean something for you, but it actually makes sense because I think he says something about like, I'm a bad liar, like some kind of like emotion again that this person has kept, and that they want the relief of like getting that off their chest or something, or this person feels very emotional. I'm hearing I check up on you. So this person definitely, with the way this energy is coming up, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody who keeps tabs on you. They may check in on you on social media or ask people about you, or whatever it takes to like not forget about you or not get you off their mind entirely. And I just feel like this person sees you as someone who deserves it all, and they want to be able to be that person for you. Let's see if I can channel any names here. These, of course, will not be for everybody. So if your name, this could be your name or their name. If your name or their name does not come up, that's okay. It does not mean that it's not for you. But let's just see what comes up here. Amy. There's a C name here. Sierra. With the C, or some kind of C names coming up here. Lizette or Liz. Arnold. I'm hearing Buddy. I guess that could be somebody's nickname. Brian. Wendy. Isaac. Peter. Joy. Alexander. Brandy. Patricia. Roman. George. Gary. Sam. And Grant. Okay, so I will leave it here, group number 3. I hope that this reading was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. I'd appreciate it. If you know who this may have been in the reading, I'd love to hear. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.